Have you ever seen one of these? It's called a car tyre. In this video, I'll show you how to inspect a car's tyres, which is important because they affect how it brakes, accelerates, corners and rides. Furthermore, if a tyre's in bad condition, it's more likely to, well, explode, and that's not good. Welcome to Car Spy TV. Right, step 1 is to check the tyre for damage. For example, bulges, cracks, tears and punctures. So, check this sidewall, across the tread and that sidewall all the way around. If you find any bulges, significant cracks or significant tears, the tyre should be replaced because there's too much risk of it failing. In contrast, if you find a puncture, it may be fixable. For example, as a general rule, if there's a small nail in the middle of the tread, there's a reasonable chance the tyre can be fixed. Whereas if there's a massive screw tearing a hole in the shoulder, it's more likely you'll need a new tyre. Step 2 is to check the tyre's tread depth. In the UK, the legal minimum tread depth is 1.6mm across the central 75% of the tyre's width and around the entire circumference. There are many ways to measure tread depth, but the most accurate by far is with a gauge such as this one. Among other things, the more tread depth a tyre has, the more effectively it clears water, which minimises your stopping distance in the rain. It rains here a lot. I'm in England. Step 3 is to check the tyre's pressure. Incorrect pressure, either too high or too low, can cause various issues. For example, the tyre may wear prematurely or the car may not drive properly. You can confirm what the tyre pressure is supposed to be via a sticker on the car. It's typically on the B-pillar or inside the fuel flap. Here's an example. Step 4 is to check whether the tyre is wearing evenly. So, measure the tyre's tread at various places across its width and see if it's wearing evenly. If, for example, it's only 2mm here but 6mm there, well, there's some kind of issue. Uneven tyre wear can be caused by something minor such as tracking, that's merely an adjustment issue, or something more serious such as a problem with the suspension. Either way, it shouldn't be ignored. Step 5 is to check the tyre's date of manufacture via a code on the sidewall. This tyre's code is 3019, meaning it was made in the 30th week of 2019. Clearly, the newer the tyre, the better. And that's because a tyre deteriorates with age irrespective of use, and that deterioration can't always be seen. Whereas there's no definitive age at which a tyre should be replaced irrespective of mileage and apparent condition, Bridgestone and Michelin both suggest 10 years. However, other places have different opinions, so you'll have to go with what you're comfortable with. Now, I know somebody who recently bought 4 new tyres from a specialist and all 4 were fitted backwards. So, step 6 is to make sure the tyre is fitted the right way round on the wheel. This one, for example, says outside on the outside tyre wall and inside on the inside tyre wall. That makes sense? If you're feeling extra paranoid, you can also confirm the tyre is the correct specification for the car via another code on the sidewall. This one is a 195 50 R15 82V. My eyesight is not as good as it was. Anyway, that information can be cross-referenced with the car's owner's manual or a sticker on the car itself. That's about it, but I've now got to explain to my partner why we have a worn-out tyre in the house. She'll be thrilled. So, while I do that, don't forget to subscribe to Car Spy TV, that makes it easier to find my other content. Can you also please do me a favour and click like on this video, and I'll see you next time when we'll all have perfect tyres. Bye bye.